the record. Yeah, right. I've shared a YouTube link, the session which I have recorded yesterday. Have received? Yes, no. Have checked?
Yes, sir.
Received, right. Okay. Okay, this is all about data types. Just let me know if you have any questions in data types. Okay, now we'll see. Okay, operators. Very simple okay, concept. See, we have so many concepts to discuss. That's why I'm just going to okay, discuss a little bit fast. Actually, Java. These are very basic concepts. What are the operators in Java? Tell me. Arithmetic operators, assignment operators, increment or decrement, logical operators. Okay, comparison operator. These are the very frequently used operators in Java. Basic arithmetic operators means what are the operators we have? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These are the basic arithmetic operators. Okay, coming to assignment operators means equals to, not equals to, greater than, less than. Okay, and then what is auto increment to auto decrement? For suppose if you give in Java a++, what happens? Tell me what it means. What it means? A++. Okay, a equals to some 10. A is a variable. The variable a contains 10. Now I have just given a++. What happens? What's
The value of
A?
a by 1.
Yes, a equal to now. What is the value of a now?
A is 10 now, it will increase to 11 now.
Correct. A is 11. Auto decrement means a minus minus auto increment. This is actually auto increment. And then a minus minus. This is nothing but auto decrement. That's all. Okay, decrement. Okay. So a equal to 9 now. Okay, logical operators. What are the logical operators supported by Java? Tell me. So arithmetic operators, I told you, arithmetic. What are the arithmetic operators Java supports? Plus, okay, minus, multiplication, division, okay, and modulus, okay, and so on. Okay. Then coming to assignment operators, as I told you, assignment operators, okay, equals to, okay, plus and equals to, increment and assignment. We call as actually equals to. Okay. For suppose if we give a, okay, a plus equals to b, what it means? What it means? A equal to a plus b. That's all. Okay. A minus equals to b. Then a equal to a minus b. This is the meaning of a plus. I mean increment and assignment. Decrement and I mean minus and assignment. Okay. So these are the assignment operators. Similarly, if you give a star equals to c, what it means? A equal to a star c. That's all. Okay, I'll write a very simple program here for your understanding. See, yeah, I'm just going to write here. New class. Okay, operators demo 0, 0, 1. Okay, so this is the main method. I have just click finish. Okay, so we have a very simple class, and then straight away writing integer. Okay, number a equals to some 20. Okay, integer number b. Okay, number b equals to 40, right? Then now I'm just assigning. How to assign actually? Nothing. Number underscore a equals to, okay, and the number underscore b. This is how we have to assign. And then you can simply use a system.out.println to print the value. Okay, I'm just copying it from hello world. Okay, yeah, let us see. Okay, see what is the output of the value? The output of a, okay, number 2. Number a contains what's the value now? Number a contains 40 only. Okay, the value in number a is, okay, plus num underscore a. Okay, control S, just right click, run as Java application. Okay, see, So this is how actually we assign the value. Similarly, you can use a, okay, same thing, you just use a plus. Now tell me, what is the value of A? Now tell me, what is the value? Quickly. 20
60.
plus 40. Yes. Okay. Just right click. Okay. Run application. Then I will have 60. Similarly, if you apply minus, okay. If you apply minus, what happens? Okay. Okay. Now if you apply minus, what happens? And if you apply multiplication, what happens? Okay. Similarly, you can apply minus also. You can apply division, modulus, and so on. Okay, whatever the value you can assign and print the values. Control S. Just right click. Go to run this program. Okay, this is a value will come. Okay. So these are all about assignment operators. Then auto increment, auto decrement, minus minus, plus plus. This is what we do actually. Very simple. I'm just giving you one more demo. See, simply you just add a number underscore A plus plus. Okay. Then print the value. Control C. Similarly, num underscore B minus minus. Okay. Then print this value. Auto increment, auto decrement. That's all. Control C. Control V. Okay. This time it is B. Okay. So just run this program. Okay. See, 801, because at that time the value is holding 800. Now it has become 800 plus 1. Okay. So it will become 801. And B is holding still 40. That is the reason 40 minus 1, 39. Is it clear? So this is the value of increment and decrement. Then coming to logical operators. What is the logical operators? Logical operators. Okay. What is the logical operators we use in a very simple logical operators? We use and, are, not. These are the logical operators we use actually. Okay. So how do you use? Very simple. Just write one simple Boolean variable, Boolean. Okay. And value 1. Okay. Equals to true. Okay. Boolean. Okay. Value 2 equals to false. That's all. True and false. Okay. So this is a Boolean type. Just give me proper namings. Boolean. O is missing. Okay. Here also O is missing. Very simple. Two variables. What type it is? These are actually both are Boolean type. Now you just apply and, are, and not, and let me know. Okay. System dot yeah. Now here I just want to apply B value 1 and value 2 is okay. What is the value 1 and 2? Tell me what is the result. Very simple. Try it. Let me explain. If you use and symbol, okay, and symbol, true and true. Okay, it always returns true only. Okay. Or suppose any one of these variable contains false. So the total result is false. True and false. Tell me what is the result? What is the value it returns? True and false.
False.
Tell me.
False.
False. Yes. Even if any one of the value is false, automatically the return I mean the and operator, basically the logical operator, and returns false only. Then coming to or symbol, true, or this is or symbol, or okay, true. So or means what? Any one of the conditions should be true. That's all. Then automatically true, or false. Okay. Or again, any one of the conditions should be true. See, any one of the condition is true. Yes, this is also fulfilled. Hence, it is actually true only. Okay, both are false, then it will return false. Here also both, if both are false, then and also returns false. Then not, if it is using a not symbol, this is a not symbol. Not true means it returns false. Okay, not false means it returns true. That's all. Okay, I don't take much time here. I just just give me here the expression or the expression value 1 under, okay, value 2. That's all. Just delete it, this one, and close this expression. Done. Okay. Similarly, just go Control C, Control V, and this time it is R. Okay. So what do you use actually for R? We use R symbol. That's all. Okay. R. Okay. Similarly for not, Control C, Control V. Okay. This time we can apply not only at a one variable. Okay. Not. Okay. So you can simply say this symbol. Control S, just run this program. So automatically true and false, it returns false. True or false, it returns true. And not of value 1, it returns false. Okay. False, true, false. These are the values it returns. That's all. See, false, true, and false. Okay. So this is all about logical operator. Then coming to comparison operators, that I don't take much time here. This one, these are very basic concepts in any program. Comparison operator. Okay, what are the comparison operators? Equals to, okay, not equals to, okay, greater than, less than, greater than or equals to, less than or equal to. These are logical relational operators. Okay, also called as comparison operator. Relational or comparison operators, one are the same. These are actually Boolean operators. Boolean operators are logical operators, one are the same. These are actually logical operators. These are the comparison operators. Logical and or not. These are actually logical. Comparison means greater than, okay, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So these are the actually the operators we use for a comparison purpose. Okay. So tell me, how do you create a very simple program here also, logical operators? Comparison operators. Comparison operators. Okay. So integer number 1 equals to 20. Okay. Integer number 2 equal to 60. So if number 1, okay, equal to, if you use equals to number 2, okay, then we get system dot out dot println of, okay, so number 1 and number 2 are equal. You both are same. Okay, both the numbers are equal. Okay, equal. Else, okay, else what you can do? Else both the numbers are not equal. Else, okay, else you can use a spiral bracket. Otherwise, you can directly write your statement if it is single line. If it is a single line, okay. Control C, Control V. Numbers are not equal or not equal. That's all. Okay. If number 1 equals to number 2, then both the numbers are equal. Else both the numbers are not equal. You have to add one more equal to 7. Quite simple, you have to give. That's all basically. Okay. So number 1, number 2. Here you can see if both are same. What is the error? Yeah, semicolon is missing. And one more thing, actually, Java is a case-sensitive language. Case-sensitive language. That means you have to be very careful while using capital and small letters. See here we have entered 2 variables, right? Integer number 1, number 2. See, I'm just going to create 2 more variables. Okay. See, it's not throwing an error. Currently, we have 4 variables. the compiler completely distinguish this number one and number one with a capital letter N. Distinguish two different variables. Distinguish these two variables with the case sensitiveness. See, N is capital, here N is small. Still, the variable name grammatically same, but what happened, since Java language is a case sensitive language, it simply consider number one is a different variable and number one with the capital N is a different variable. So that is nothing but a case sensitiveness. Okay, so case sensitive language. Then coming to just apply not equals to number two and so on. Yeah, definitely you can do that. Okay. Yeah. So if Control C, Control V, not equals to this time, not equals to. Okay. And then greater than or equals to, less than or equal to, just please explore this remaining operators. Operators are really very, very important when you try to create a test scripts using Selenium or any kind of automation framework. Okay, we very frequently use operators. So try to learn these operators. So let me know if you have any questions in today's session, especially in operators.
When do we use that greater than equals to? Like in which case?
Greater than or equals to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have values, right? But suppose we have salary. Okay, salary, I just want to compare whether the salary is greater than 20,000 or not. How do you use? We just assign some variable called salary equal to 20,000.25 or something. We just use salary is greater than or equals to 20,000, 21,000 or not. Okay, whether it is greater than or equals to 20,000 or not. If it is salary, see float. Okay, salary equals to 20,000.25. Okay, if salary greater than or equals to or we use or here. If there are two operators greater than or, we use actually greater than or equals to 20,000, then condition is true. Okay, if salary greater than or equals to 21,000, automatically the condition is false. It returns false. That's all. Okay, similarly for less than or equal to, not equals to, less than, greater than, and so on. Is it clear? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then coming to ternary, very, very infrequently we use this ternary operator in Java. Ternary operator is nothing actually. The operator simply evaluates Boolean expression and assign the value based on the results. Okay, based on the result, it will assign the value. So if, for example, we have variable number one. Okay, otherwise number equals to, we'll give expression here. What kind of expression? We can simply say number. Okay, number 2, number 3, otherwise number 3 equals to 100, question mark, okay, and 200, 300. Okay, what it means actually, if the condition is true, it takes this value 200. If the condition is false, it takes the value, the second value 300. That's all. Okay, so if the number 3 equals to 100, if the condition is true, Java automatically assign 200 to number. If the condition is not true, it is false. If it returns false, the expression is false, then the second value after colon, it will get assigned to number. That's all. Clear? Yes, no, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we quickly create one more actually. Ternary operator. Okay. So here we have integer variable a, variable underscore a equals to some 100. Okay, 100. Then we are just creating another variable, integer variable underscore b. That's it. Okay. Now we are just comparing variable underscore b. equals to variable underscore a greater than or anything you can give actually greater than 99. Greater than 99 can give question mark here. Here we will assign 200 and then 300. Now tell me what is the result. Now tell me.
200.
Greater than 99, of course. Greater than 99, it will assign 200. That's all. Okay. System dot out dot println of the value, the current current value of variable b is plus variable b. Sorry. Yeah, done. Okay, variable. That's it. It's a very simple program. What happens now if you execute variable a, variable b, two variables are there. Variable b, I just want to assign the value. How do you assign? I just want to evaluate the expression here. What is the expression? Variable a greater than 99, then only it should take the 200 value. Otherwise, it will take 300. Or suppose just run this program and check. Yeah, see, the value of b is 200. Or suppose if we give greater than 101. Tell me what's the value. Now it will take the 300. That's all. It's not rocket science. Very simple actually. This is how actually we use a ternary operator. This is actually ternary operator. So this operator, evaluate the Boolean expression which is given inside the parenthesis. Based on the expression, it will take the first value or second value, purely depending on the expression evaluation. Okay, is it clear? Yeah. See, coming to the operator precedence. Operator's precedence is very simple in Java. Operator precedence, for example, we have a addition, subtraction, multiplication, and then division is there. How the Java evaluates this operator? What is the order it follows? See, we call actually in mathematics, you might heard about BODMAS rule, right? BODMAS, okay? Bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. That's all. The same rule it follows in Java also. Okay? Please remember, first, if there is any bracket, we'll take that off. It will take off. Actually, if it is a mathematical formula, off doesn't come in a Java. Then coming to division, then multiplication, then addition, then subtraction. This is called as a BODMAS rule. The same rule Java also followed to calculate or evaluate the expression. Okay, this is the order it actually follows. Any questions? Let me know if you have any questions quickly. Yeah, no, right? Very simple. These are basic concepts. Ideally, you won't get doubts here. Actually, these are very plain concepts. Then coming to the very important syntax called control statements. What is control statements in Java? Quickly, I will brief you what is the control statements in Java. Okay, if else, if, and then switch. Okay, these are actually control statements. Okay, when we need to execute a set of statement based on the condition, when you want to execute a set of statement based on the condition, then we have to use a control flow statement. They are also called as control statements. Control statements in Java. Is it clear? So if else, if, switch. And we also use a inner for loop, inner if condition, and so that means inside if we have one more if. That is nothing but a inner if condition. See, I will give one simple example. Okay, I just want to check whether his salary is greater than 18,000 or not. If salary is greater than 18,000, then automatically I can simply assign the department is contractual employee. If the salary is greater than 25,000, then his department, I mean his designation should be JL1. If the salary is in between 25,000 to 35,000, I can give some job level, some B, job level C, and so on. Okay. So basically, the control statements are very useful when you want to execute a set of statement based on the condition. Okay. If the condition is true, then only it will execute the set of statements. Else, it simply ignores the body of the if condition. See, I will show you quickly how it looks like. So this is a if condition. Okay, then done. Okay, set of statements will be there. Then here, this is a condition, right? If the condition is true, this is a body. Just assume this is a body of the, okay, body of if. Okay, that means also called a set of statements. Statements will be there. Our code will be there. Our statements will be there. If the condition is true, this set of statement get executed. Else, it simply ignores the condition, come out of the if condition. Okay. So I'm just going to write a very simple program here. Very simple program. Okay. Now tell me, how do you write? How to write? Okay.